Dear students, today's our topic is mathematical calculation of consumer surplus and producer surplus. In this video, we will learn about the basic concepts of consumer surplus and producer surplus. We will also learn how to solve the mathematical problems related to consumer surplus and producer surplus with the help of integration formula. The idea of consumer surplus was developed by French engineer and economist Jules Dupuit. He was the first person to develop the idea of consumer surplus in 1844 while he was working in a public works department. Later on, famous economist Alfred Marshall developed the scientific approach for the concept of consumer surplus. So, what is consumer surplus? Consumer surplus is the difference between the price that one will be willing to pay rather than going without it and the price one actually pays. Here, the willingness to pay refers to the maximum price that a consumer can pay if the product is not available at normal market price. The maximum price that a consumer can pay depends on the utility of the product. Higher the utility of the product, higher will be the willingness to pay for the product. So the difference between the total utility and the total actual price paid for the product is called the consumer's surplus. So the total utility of the product is the summation of the marginal utility of the product. So in other words, in graphical terms, we can say the area under the demand curve or the marginal utility curve shows the total utility of the product, and the multiplication of the price and quantity of the good or equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity of the good represents the total price paid for the product. So the difference between the total utility and the total actual price shows the consumer's surplus. Here we see this is the demand curve, which is also the marginal utility curve of the product. As we know that the consumer surplus is equal to the total utility minus total actual price paid for the product. The total utility, as discussed earlier, is the summation of the marginal utility. The summation of the marginal utility or total utility is actually the area that lies under the demand curve or the marginal utility curve. So this area ODEQ is the total utility of the product at price OP and quantity OQ. So this is the total utility, and this area OPEQ is the total price paid for the product. So if we subtract total price OPEQ from the total area ODEQ, we get the area PDE. This area PDE is the consumer surplus. In mathematical terms, the total utility of the product is measured by the integration of the demand function with respect to Q, and the total price is calculated by the multiplication of equilibrium price with equilibrium quantity. So by integration of the demand function we get the total utility of the product. We can also write this equation in this form, that is integration of the demand function minus equilibrium price with respect to Q is equal to the consumer's surplus. Here dq is the demand function. Here one thing that one should note that the demand function should always be in the form of the P. So which means that the P should be on one side and all the Q's and other equation part of the equation should be on the other side. Here the PE is the equilibrium price and QE is the equilibrium demand quantity. So with the help of this formula we can calculate the consumer's surplus. Now let us solve some mathematical problems to understand the concept of consumer surplus in a better way. Here the question is, if demand function dq is p equal to 25 minus q square, then what is consumer surplus at if p is equal to 9 rupees and if q equal to 3 units. So let us solve the first part of the question. Here the demand equation is P equal to 25 minus Q square and P is given as 9 rupees. So if we put the value of P in demand equation, we get P equal to 25 minus Q square, and or we can say Q square is equal to 25 minus 9. 25 minus 9 is equal to 16. So Q square is equal to 16 and Q is equal to 4. So this way we get the equilibrium price 9 rupees and equilibrium demand equal to 4 units. So here is the this equation shows the formula of calculating the consumer surplus. The first part of the formula, that is integration of demand function with respect to Q, shows the total utility, and the second part of the formula shows the total price paid for the product. So if we integrate the demand function with respect to Q, we get the total utility. So putting the value of demand function here in this equation, we get integration of 25 minus Q square with respect to Q with limit 0 to 4 minus PE QE. So integration of 25 is equal to 25Q, minus sign is here, and integration of Q square is equal to Q cube oblique 3, and this part remains the same, minus 4 into 9. So putting the value of Q equal to 4, we get 25 into 4 minus 4 cube oblique 3 minus 36. So 25 into 4 is equal to 100, and 4 cube is equal to 64 oblique 3 minus 36. After solving this equation, we get consumer surplus equal to 42.67. So we come to the second part of the question, where demand equation remains the same, P equal to 25 minus Q square, and Q is given as 3 units. If we put the value of Q equal to 3 in the demand equation, P equal to 25 minus Q square, we get P equal to 25 minus 3 square. 3 square is equal to 9, so P equal to 25 minus 9, that is equal to 16. So this way we get equilibrium demand equal to 3 units and equilibrium price equal to 16 rupees. This is the formula to calculate the consumer surplus, where the integration of the demand function shows the total utility, and PE QE shows the total amount spent on the goods. So this way, if we put the value of demand function in this integration formula, we get integration of 25 minus Q square with respect to Q minus PE into QE. PE is equal to 16 and QE is equal to 3. So we get integration of 25 is 25Q, and integration of Q square is equal to Q square oblique 3 minus P is 16 into QE 3. 25 into Q, putting the value of Q equal to 3, we get 25 into 3 minus 3 cube oblique 3 minus 48. 25 into 3 is equal to 75, and minus 3 cube is equal to 27 oblique 3 remains the same, and here 48 remains the same. So we get, after calculating all this, we get consumer surplus as equal to 18 rupees. So this way we can calculate the consumer surplus. Here we have seen that if the price is equal to 9 rupees, the consumer surplus is around 42, and if the price is equal to 16 rupees, the consumer surplus is 18. So as the price increases, the consumer surplus decreases, and if the price decreases, the consumer surplus increases. Similarly, if the demand is for the same equation, if the demand is less, the equilibrium price will be high and consumer surplus will be less. And if demand is high, which means that the equilibrium price will be less and the consumer surplus will be high. Now let us try to understand the concept of producer surplus. Producer surplus is actually the difference between the actual price that a producer gets minus the minimum accepted price that he will be willing to get. The actual total price that a producer gets is equal to the price and quantity of the good, and the minimum accepted price that he will be willing to get is shown by the area that lies under the supply curve at a given level of quantity. So this area OSEQ shows the minimum accepted price that a producer will be willing to get, and this area OPEQ shows the total price that the producer actually gets. So anything over supply curve and between price, actual price, shows the difference between the two, and this is known as the producer's surplus. So this area SPE is the producer's surplus. In mathematical terms, we can write this equation as PEQE. PE is the equilibrium price and QE is the equilibrium demand of the good, minus integration of the supply curve, supply function. Integration of the supply function shows the minimum accepted price that the producer will be willing to get, and we can also write this equation as integration of P minus supply function with respect to Q, where the lower limit is 0 and the upper limit is QE, means equilibrium demand. Now let us solve a mathematical problem to understand how to calculate consumer surplus and producer surplus if demand function and supply functions are given. First of all, we need to understand that in order to calculate consumer surplus and producer surplus, the demand function and supply function should always be in the form of P, which means that the P should be on one side and rest of the part of the equation should be on the other side. If it is not the case, then we need to change our equation in this form. And in order to calculate the consumer surplus and producer surplus, first of all we need to find out the equilibrium price and quantity of the good. So as to find the equilibrium price and quantity of the good, as we know that the equilibrium price and quantity of the good is determined where the demand is equal to supply. So we put demand function equal to supply function and calculate these values, where 28 minus q square is equal to 2q plus 4. If we put it together, we get q square plus 6q minus 4q minus 24 equal to 0. And similarly, we have, if we solve this whole equation, we get q equal to 4 and q equal to minus 6. Here we see that the q equal to minus 3 is the negative value of the q, which means that our consumption can never be negative. So the actual answer for this equation is q equal to 4. The positive value of q is q equal to 4, which is our answer. If we put the value of q in our equation, we get p equal to 12 rupees. So in this way we get equilibrium price equal to 12 and equilibrium quantity equal to 4. Now we move to calculate the consumer surplus. As we have got p equal to 12 and q equal to 4, and our demand function is, so as to calculate consumer surplus, we need to apply this formula, where we have to integrate demand function with respect to q minus p into qe. If we will put the value of demand function, we get integration of 28 minus q square with respect to q. If we integrate this, we get 28q minus q cube oblique 3 minus this value remains the same, pe into qe. So we get 20. If we put the value of q equal to 4, we get 28 into 4 minus 4q oblique 3 minus 12 into 4. If we further solve this question, we get consumer surplus is equal to 42.67. Similarly, we can find out the producer surplus by applying this formula, which is PE into QE. P is the equilibrium price, that is 12, and QE is the equilibrium demand, that is 4, minus integration of supply function with respect to Q. So PE 12 into QE 4 minus integration of supply function, that is 2Q plus 4. If we integrate this value, we get 48. This 12 into 4 is equal to 48, minus if we integrate this value, we get 2q square upon 2 plus 4q. And if we further solve this equation, we get producer surplus is equal to 48. In this way, we can solve the consumer surplus and producer surplus related problems with the help of these equations, these formulas. So I hope student you will have now been able to understand how can we calculate the consumer surplus and producer surplus if the demand function and supply functions are given.